Mm-hmm.
Action or words?
Can I get a mixture of both? Um,
Okay, that's fair.
of course, action, but I'm the type of person like it does something for me when it's verbalized,
Okay.
when I hear it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of shoot. I mean, I ain't scared. It give me a little sense of security.
Okay.
And then when you follow up with action after that, uh, it helps me to trust you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So half and half. You feel like if you gonna give me the words, then you back it up with the action. Then we squared away.
Right.
Everything you need both, really,
Right.
in
Because
actuality.
sometimes, and I know this because of some friction I had
Mm-hmm.
when a person is saying, "I'm all about action. I don't use words. I don't talk about it. I just be about it."
Okay.
Okay, that's good. But what about the waiting period? While I'm waiting on you to be about it, like I don't know you're about to be about it.
Yeah.
And so while I'm waiting, it's like I'm in limbo and I'm unsure. I don't
Yeah.
know where you at with me.
Exactly. So
And
I need a little
so,
assurance.
I need a little assurance because, I'm waiting, I'm thinking, I'm expecting. And
Mm-hmm.
so, if you give words and then follow up with action, and I'm not saying that's what everybody needs,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not ashamed to say that that's what I need.
Okay. Um, book smart or street smart?
Oh,
And we know that now. Let me clarify. I want to know, do you prefer book smart or street smart in your friendships? And I also want to know, do you prefer book smart or street smart in your women, in your relationships with a woman?
both and both. Oh, so this is how I look at it. If you really street smart and you understand the purpose intended for the streets, then you grow to a level of your street smarts will start telling you that I need to start looking over here and I need to start learning some things.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you really street smart, you don't stay where you at because the game is intended to make ends meet. The game
Yeah.
is not intended, the streets are not intended for you to stay there forever because
Okay.
you're not going to stay there forever.
Mm-hmm.
The only things that's guaranteed over there is death and prison.
Okay.
And so if you really in the streets and you really street smart and you street savvy, then you always looking for the way out. You're not in there for fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for the way out. You're looking for prosperity.
Yeah.
And so you come to a certain point and you get on a certain level of understanding to where you start looking around and you start seeing doors that you can walk through.
Mm-hmm.
And when you walk through these doors where all these book smarts are, you come in with an edge. You come in with an advantage because you're bringing a street smart to this environment,
Mm-hmm.
to this. And so now that you're in here, you're street savvy, and now you're learning things. And so you bringing something to the table with all the people that have all the book smarts, and they not privy to what you bringing.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that's nothing but advantage for you.
Right.
So I'm gonna say a little bit of both. And so when it comes to the women, um, I would like to say, yeah, I like square, smart women, college educated women.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want an airhead.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody who is Harvard bound but not South Park sound.
Green as hell. You don't
Green as
want nobody
hell.
green. Yeah.
You can be square, but don't be green. I don't want no pool
Yeah.
table in my living room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I made it. Once again, it's a mixture, both.
Both. Yeah.
But if you come to the table with no street smarts and you got a lot of book smarts, at least be open-minded enough to let me give you a little game.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So in this life, and I mean in today's life, in the world that we're living in, would you rather be famous or unknown?
So I have no problem with being unknown.
Yeah.
On a certain level, it's too late for me to be unknown.
Mm-hmm.
But on a national and worldwide scale, I am unknown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm cool with that. I could live my life like that. It's only one name that I know I'm supposed to make known.
Yeah.
And that's the name of Jesus Christ. So if I become known for making his name known, let's go.
Let's go. Forgive them or cut them off completely with no explanation.
Sometimes both. Because the forgiveness is mostly for me. So, and I've done it. I can forgive you and cut you off completely with no ex. I don't have to let you know that I forgave you. The reason that I'm forgiving you is because the Lord has told me that if I don't forgive you, he's not going to forgive me.
Okay. So the forgiving part is more so about you.
It's about my freedom. It's about my healing.
Yeah.
It's about my right standing with God. So just because you forgive, that's what people get twisted. Just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean that you have to reconcile with them or you have to go on with the relationship and leave the door open for them to hurt you again.
Oh.
So I can forgive you and not say one mumbling word to you ever again.
Yeah.
But you're not hunting me in my sleep at night.
Yeah.
I'm not carrying a burden or I'm not carrying pain and trauma from what you did to me because I've already released it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I don't have to ever talk to you again.
Okay.
There's plenty of people that I would never speak to again, but I have nothing held in my heart against them.
Okay. So you don't wish them no.
No, I've given up the right to pay them back. That's what forgiveness is about. It's when you relinquish the right that you have to pay them back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you? This is pertaining to relationships. Do you talk it out? Do you believe in talking it out, or do you believe in sleeping on it? And that is very simple and straightforward. I mean, like, don't think too deep in it. I mean, like, you and your woman, y'all get into a little spat. Y'all gonna go to bed mad at each other and talk about it when y'all cool off, or you gonna say, no,
so
I ain't going to sleep.
To a fault, and I know better, but I know it's just how I'm wired. I want to talk about it, and people have different traits about them when it comes to this. Some people would rather take a pause, take some time, dead it, come back, return to it, and then resolve it. And that causes a lot of conflict because I'm the type of person, nah, we gonna hash this out. I ain't going to sleep.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to sleep hot. I'm gonna roll over. I'm hot. I'm gonna just go to bed mad. Okay, that's funny to know that.
But I mean, I have tried to be better at that because I know that that's not always wise.
Yeah.
It's wise to say, hey, listen, let's just talk about this tomorrow or when you're ready.
Yeah.
Just because I'm ready doesn't mean that you're ready, and it's not fair for me to force this issue on you right now. Especially if I'm the one that has committed the offense.
Yeah. That's so good for you to acknowledge that and recognize that too, because for you to upfront say, I want to talk about it. But then, like me, it's gonna irritate me if you want to keep talking about it. But for
And I'll be irritated.
but for you to understand the other side and say, maybe we should just hold up.
Right.
Maybe we should just hold up and let's calm down and then talk about it the next day. So what do you feel like you get further with? Talking it out at that moment or waiting until y'all come to a mutual agreement?
Sometimes I force my way.
Okay.
And I just have my way. But I know better. And like wisdom says, when you see that this person does not want to, just hold off.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I've been strong enough to do it. But other times I try and I just can't do it.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing, and that's it for my this or that this episode. Okay. What does success look like to you at this point in your life coming home? Like, where do you see yourself where you can finally say, all right, let me sit down?
It doesn't look like a certain amount of money in the bank. Doesn't look like a certain amount of accomplishments. Doesn't look like a certain amount or type of positions. What I know and understand is that success for me is knowing that I am perfectly in the will of God. That what God spoke to me while I was incarcerated, I am walking in that I am in step with His will for my life. Mm-hmm. That's success for me.
Okay. I love it. The biggest misconception that people that you've came across or came into contact with, what do you feel like is the biggest misconception people have had about you coming home after all these years? What do you feel like people look at you immediately, regardless of what history y'all have, regardless of what position they are in now, versus when you were home with them? Wherever they are, whatever that looks like, what do you feel like is a common misconception?
That it's a real that I have a desire to return to the streets. Mm-hmm. Like I'll be listening to a whole exhortation about why I shouldn't be in the streets, but if you would just take a little second to observe me, mm-hmm, or hear me, then you would clearly understand I have no desire to go back to the streets. And that's kind of nerve-wracking. But another one is in the church environment. It's like I've been in these churches, and I've spoken to a few people, and they automatically assume that they know where to place me. It's like they automatically know what level I'm on. And I'm not ever going to appear to be puffed up or try to propagate what I know or try to boast in what I've done. Mm-hmm. But if you would just have a conversation with me and remove your assumptions, you would probably see that I'm much more mature in the faith than you giving me credit for. You did?
Yeah.
Man, a lot of them just talk to you like you some bozo. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's not offensive because I understand where they are.
Yeah.
I understand where they are. Because with a mature discernment, as soon as you engage with somebody, you can keen in on what level they're on spiritually.
Yes.
And so I haven't I haven't had anyone in a ministry position to approach me in a church environment that had that type of discernment to see who I was in Christ. But it'll be a little old lady on a walker that'll walk by and stop me, and she'll know exactly who I am. But the guy with the suit on, with the position and the title, he won't see who I am.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the main things. And it don't irk me, it doesn't bother me. I just know.
Yeah. So I can see how that sometimes does it refrain you sometimes, or not really make you feel less than, but does it dishearten you a little bit that you feel like people look at you that way or automatically feel like you're gonna go back?
Yeah. It's like all it shows is what I just said. I just see where they are.
Right.
And it's disheartening to know that they're not more mature.
Yeah.
Because one thing, it's so many places in scripture where it says that God looked down and he heard and he listened. And when we are in ministry and we doing kingdom business, the only thing that we're supposed to be doing is emulating Christ. So when you have people in position and they're not listening, that's not like God. So obviously when you're not listening, then you're missing. You're missing stuff. And there's plenty of people that see me, but there's also plenty of people that are missing me. And I know they're not only missing me, they missing a whole lot of people, because I'm gonna use a little bit more time. Just think, it's no community, it's no project apartments, it's not the CUNY homes, it's not Wesley Square, it's not the ghettos, it's none of these places where if you were a resident there, every single one of your neighbors would be a raper, a robber, a thief, a murderer, etc., a con artist, a pimp, a prostitute, a homosexual. It's nowhere in the world where you can live in a small vicinity where every single one of your neighbors would have these type of demonic spirits on them. That's impossible. Somebody praying, grandmother stay next door to you. Some lady that all she do is go to work and go to church, stay next door to you. That person right there might be trapping out that house. The person next door to them might be a crackhead. But it varies.
Yeah.
We come from a place, 3,000 residents all live on top of each other. And every single one of them is a raper, a rapist, a murderer, a thief, a robber, a pimp, a con artist, a homosexual, a warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's warlocks down there. A racist.
Yeah.
And so if I step off into ministry in that environment, especially where I came from the death row unit. If I step off into ministry in that environment, and God is moving in that environment, what makes you think that you are more seasoned than me when I step out here?
Oh, man.
When all you have in your congregation is Sister Hattie Mae,
Yeah.
Sister Betty, that young man that sing in the choir, that made good grades his whole life, and he's been right there in that choir since youth choir, and now he's the leader of the choir. What makes you think that you are more seasoned against the kingdom of darkness than I am?
Yeah.
So it's just that, and once again, I'm not offended by that. I understand.
And sometimes you just gotta look at people and say, you just don't know.
You just don't know.
You just don't know. And lastly, what is one thing that you feel like you're taken back by, or that is still hard for you to get adjusted to, as my big brother?
You're so strong, which I want you to be strong, but as your big brother, I want to protect you. I want to pour into you, but I'll be calling you big little sis because you're so strong, and so it's like, well, what can I give her? So maybe that.
Yeah.
Maybe that.
That's what you
That's
give
it?
me. That's
Right
it.
on. Right
That's
on.
it. That's it. That's it. I'm ready to go back, and we're ready to go back and enjoy
I
our
think we're
family.
gonna turn up a little bit.
We finna go turn up before we turn in. So yeah, join us next Sunday.
I got a donkey jawbone and a couple smooth stones. I'm going where the Lord gonna take